Nintendo with the early morning announcement. So Nintendo just announced the Nintendo Switch Lite, a new version of the console aimed for the cheaper market and also handheld only market. When the Switch first launched back in March 2017, it was for an introductory price of $299. The Switch Lite is going to launch in September with a price of $199, but gets there by leaving out some key features that the Switch normal has. With the Switch Lite, you're not going to be able to plug it into a dock to get playback on TV. You're also going to be missing options like removing the Joy-Cons to replace with other ones, and you're not going to get the HD Rumble feature. It's basically going to be tied to the handheld versions of the games. The Switch Lite's going to come in 3 different colors. One is like a bluish aqua, the other one's more of like an onyx gray, and the third is like a Pikachu yellow. No longer adjust the brightness. 2 weird things about the Switch Lite that I noticed were that you can't adjust the brightness of the screen, and then also they removed the kickstand. The kickstand I get because you're not going to be able to take away the Joy-Cons, so there's going to be no point of taking them off and then propping it up somewhere, but I don't know. They're including things like Hulu now, and there's rumors of Netflix or even YouTube coming, so you'd think they would keep the kickstand on there, even just for media consumption. The screen is smaller now, though, at 5.5 inches compared to the 6.2 inches of the normal Switch screen. It's still 720p. Nintendo is saying that there's going to be no performance difference between the 2 different versions of the console in handheld mode, but they are saying that it does have a larger battery, but didn't give any specifics for that. Nintendo's sold almost 35 million Switch units at this point. Honestly, I was saying they should do this as soon as I had my Switch in my hands on March 20th when I went out on launch day and bought it in 2017. I kind of just pictured that a lot of people wouldn't be using the TV options and that a lot of people would be using the Switch in handheld mode. And that's the case with a lot of my friends. I mean, I've used it in docked mode a fair bit, but at the same time, I know a lot of people who only use it in handheld and really have never used it docked. When this goes on sale, it's gonna sell like hotcakes. Buy this in a bundle. I mean, not that I'm saying you shouldn't buy this full price if you don't have a Switch or you've been holding out and waiting for one, but when it comes down to it, Nintendo really wants you to know how you're gonna use the console before you make that purchase. I mean, I can see myself buying a Switch Lite just in addition to mine, but for a first-time Switch buyer, I would say spend the extra $100 so you have the flexibility to be able to, dock the console and then also play with just the normal Joy-Cons that are included in with the console. The Joy-Cons themselves are $80, so it's kind of like you're buying one pair of Joy-Cons anyway if you buy the normal Switch bundle. I'm not really expecting a price drop on the normal console just because it's going to fit for a separate section of the market. The new console is basically going after more people who are familiar with things like the 3DS that, you can only use handheld. Ooh, there's also a Pokemon version that'll be out on November 8th. Ooh, at E3 there wasn't a single 3DS on display. That kind of shows you. Nintendo's saying the 2 systems will complement each other, but I mean, if you're already a Switch owner, I don't really get how spending the $199 on the new one is going to substitute, your console you have already that's able to be brought out of the home in the same way that this new console is. It kind of just seems like they're going after a cheaper market with this one to me and saying that they're removing the features in order to get the price down, but it's only a $100 difference at this point. Is that $100 a lot to you guys? Like, if push comes to shove and you're going to buy a Switch for the first time, is the $299 price for the normal Switch, possibly with a bundle at this point too, different than the $199? Like, are you more compelled to buy the $199 compared to the $299? I can see around the holiday at Best Buy or something like that, there might be a bundle or 2. So, you might get the Switch and a new game for the same price. So, the Switch would possibly drop down to $149 or something like that. But the weird thing is that's in addition to your normal console. Like, I don't know, this is a tough sell for me, but if you're a 3DS owner and you've been holding off on buying a Switch until now, here's your chance. I mean, this is your entry point, but people love Nintendo though. We'll see. I don't know, it looks really good though. Thanks for watching, guys. If you are gonna get the Switch Lite, let me know in a comment, and then if you have a reason for you're not getting it, like you're a Switch owner already and you don't see the point, let me know as well, because I'm honestly not sure if I'm gonna get one or not, and I'd love to read your reasons and make a buying decision that way. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. So weird, because I was just looking up renders for the Switch Lite this morning because I wanted to make a video on what features they should include. It's so weird.